You know, we've been talking a lot in our cooking segments over the past month or so just about all the great fall ingredients. This is when we're seeing the really dark, leafy greens, and that's what you've brought here with us today you're going to be cooking with.
Yes, we're going to be doing a beer braised kale recipe. It's a really nice leafy green, perfect for the holidays, makes a great side dish to take to any kind of party, or if you want to put it on your own holiday table. If you don't like kale, you can use collard greens, you can use bok choy. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get started on some pancetta. This is going to give it a nice little bit of texture and a nice little bit of meatiness.
Great.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there and let that get to cooking. And then over here, I'm just gonna do a rough chop. I'm gonna cut it into about thirds.
Okay.
When it gets into the pan, with the beer that we're gonna use, it gets a little bit wilted and it gets softer, so it gets a little bit smaller. So I like to use bigger pieces. Now to braise it, I'm going to use a local brew. It's called Adelbert's. This is a
I've been there.
Yes, I love
very cool
Adelbert's.
place.
They're probably one of my favorite breweries that we have in town. This is a Belgian style pale ale. So a pale ale, as you may know, is tends to be a little bit bitter.
Look at that.
Wow.
Throw that in there.
Oh, that's going to be good.
And we're going to cover that up.
I don't think I've ever braised greens before. I saute them a lot, but the braising.
Yes.
Can you tell me what kind of effect or why this is different?
Well, what I really like about using this beer and with the greens is the kale tends to be a little bit on the bitter side.
Yeah.
And what this is going to do is it's going to really bring out that kind of sweet and nutty side of the greens. And it's going to make a really great addition with the pancetta that we've got going on.
Which is cooking well over here.
It's getting really nice and crispy, which
that
I like.
golden brown.
Yes, smells delicious. And then it's going to be a really great addition for the cheddar that we've got.
Yeah.
This is a really great aged English cheddar.
That's beautiful.
I'm going to go ahead and shred some. So this is definitely a little bit on the older side. It's starting to get that nice crystallization. So it's going to have that nice salty effect that we're looking for.
And the smell and the taste is strong in a great way.
Yes.
This is really a great sounding dish for fall, for winter.
Yes.
With all these different ingredients you have going.
And this pancetta, this guy looks like he's done, so I'm going to take him off right there. And you can feel free to use bacon or anything like that.
Maybe
and then
some Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon. And then speaking of holidays too, Whole Foods is very big into the holidays and making sure that you guys have all of the right foods. So we're actually hosting events called Taste of Thanksgiving. Some stores are doing them tonight. Domain is doing theirs on the 13th next week, and it's a free event. It's from 6 to 8. It's essentially where you get to come and taste all of our amazing foods that we offer on our holiday catering menu.
So fun. Such a great opportunity to taste all those dishes, sample those dishes, decide if you want to order anything or get ideas for yourself.
Sprinkle some of that on there. We're going to get that nice and melted. I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
And you didn't put any oil at the bottom, anything like that? It was
just all the beer. Yeah.
What are you doing it at? Medium-high heat or
I'm doing it at
low
about
medium?
a medium-high heat, yeah.
Okay.
And so as you can see, it's already starting to really get in there. That cheddar is getting nice and melted on there. You can see that the kale has really broken down and it's got really soft. With that beer, you can smell it.
Well, the smell is
it's got
amazing.
a great smell. So I'm going to come over here really quick, and
We got about less than a minute.
that's fine. We're
Bryce,
good.
just to let you know.
And we're going to get that nice and chopped up, and then I'm going to take this, and then I'm just going to put it in a bowl here. I think this is just a really easy way to go ahead and present it for your holidays. Now this is a small batch that I made here, as you can see, but if you want to go ahead and take it to a party, or if you want to do for the family, I would go ahead and do just about a whole bunch of kale, and then you can just toss that in there.
And then that would really serve a number of people.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, add a little bit of black pepper on there, and then you've got a really nice side.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a pancetta, the cheddar, and you're adding beer.
No,
but then throwing
beer,
the kale
and
in really,
bacon.
and it
makes it healthy.
But throwing the kale adds a little
we got the guys on board
and,
with
and
bacon.
really just more fullness to the whole dish.
It's wonderful. It's a great warm dish for the holidays.
Love it.
Definitely, Bryce. Thank you so much.